Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Jim Winblood here. I am your presenter for this short 20, 25-minute intro to marketing and sales for Business 201. I'm so thankful for the opportunity to join and be here. Thanks to Clay and to Brand. And I hope you guys are all enjoying this program. Seems like an amazing opportunity. And I'm really excited to be a part of it. So without further ado, we'll get started. I just titled this talk Marketing and Sales Intro for the Care-preneur. So I consider you all entrepreneurs and you're in the care space. And so am I. I'm not a doctor, but I'll tell you my story and hopefully it's relatable in some ways. And hopefully I can add some value to you and your world and help you along the path that you're on now. So really, again, my name's Jim Winblood, and I've lived in Dallas for a long time. I grew up in kind of Texas, Oklahoma, Colorado, ended up in college in business school. And then after business school, I got an economics degree. And then I went to law school and I got a law degree. And so I became a professional. I moved back to Dallas and became an attorney. And but I had this thing inside of me that just wouldn't give up, wanted to start a business, wanted to own companies, wanted to venture out. And got married, met my wife here in Dallas. Kim is her name. And we started thinking about this, praying about it, and some opportunities and some doors opened. And there we went on our entrepreneurial adventure. And so the path diverged. I took a little different path, and I'm going to tell you about that opportunity that I stepped into and then how it unfolded and then sort of my journey and how it might relate to yours a little bit. So we started with a company that's called Mom's Best Friend. And so we own and operate Mom's Best Friend of Dallas, Fort Worth here in Dallas, Fort Worth, of course. And we then launched Mom's Best Friend Senior Care. This is a company that does all in-home care. So we're non-medical care, and we are a B2C company largely, some B2B projects for sure, special events of all kinds. But mostly this is a B2C enterprise, and we build a pipeline and recruit great talented people to do in-home care of every nature, every sort you can imagine, from sitters and childcare, nannies to senior care, all kinds of senior assistants, from companion care to heavy duty care, all the way up. We are non-medical though. And then we have a whole recruiting group that does placement services and household staffing for our busy, fast-paced, multi-career clientele that, has children, they have seniors, they need personal assistants, they need chefs, they need drivers, they need property managers. So we serve sort of that sphere of folks that have all those kinds of needs. And we're kind of your go-to one-stop shop to find great people to work in your home. So we might be able to work together that way, because I know you're probably running those circles and you know a lot of people. So if we can be of service in that way, please let me know. But this company's been a real blessing to me and my wife, Kim. And we just grew by accretion. We just started to step into it. This was our first effort at building a business, and we learned an awful lot. So as you can see, we sort of just kept growing it bit by bit. We opened a sitter service company up in Colorado in the Vail Valley, where we still operate. We purchased Park Cities Domestic Agency. We've rebranded that as Park Cities at Home now. We have a company called Scout Reference, which we do reference checks. We have a reference check software and sort of software as a service that we're doing for other care companies, high trust employers, right, that really need reference checks done. Well, some people don't even do them, but a lot of people care. And in the trust economy, in the medical space, in the space we're in, people care about that. So we started this little intelligence gathering resource called Scout Reference. So that's who I am. The last piece of that puzzle is you'll see the brand at the bottom, CareBuilders. And I just love working with small businesses. And I've enjoyed that and been a part of a national association in my industry. And have really, really loved that. And I don't know, God put it on my heart to start doing some coaching work and some consulting and advising and just walking the walk alongside other fellow entrepreneurs. And so that's CareBuilders. And so it's pretty fledgling. There's not even a website up. I have the URL and we're just getting going, but it should be a lot of fun because I get to help people like yourself. As you can see, our company has a great mission to glorify God as we deliver the most reliable source of care in the world. Our values to love one another, be excellent, and take action. And I kind of just, I love that for all of what I do. My personal mission statement is sharing freedom. I reduced that to 2 words. I spent a lot of time and worked on it really hard. And I'm going to talk about how you should do the same thing, because having clarity about why you're doing what you're doing is super, super important. And for me, it all comes back to that first sentence in that mission is my relationship with the Lord. Most important thing in my life, just awestruck and in wonder at his goodness towards me and my family. And so that changed my life. And so all my businesses and all my efforts and everything are sitting on that foundation. And it's been really awesome to be able to walk that walk and build on that premise, on that basis. So I highly recommend that. And if you ever want to talk about that as well, I'd love to talk about that as well. I'm involved in C12, which is a peer advisory group for faith-based companies. So anyway, that's a little bit about me and a little bit about what I'm doing and a little bit about why I'm here. So first, before we get started talking about any marketing and sales, let's connect. If you can, if you want to, if you desire it, I would invite a text message. There's my number, 972-742-9688. This is not some external funnel or anything fancy. I'm just sharing my cell phone with you. Give me a call if you want. I'd love to meet with you for free and just hang out, go to lunch or coffee. That's an offer for you. But I want to give you a free 1-page marketing plan. We're going to talk about a marketing plan. We just have a little bit of time, so we're not going to be able to go too deep, but I'm going to try to give you some real golden nuggets here. But I'm holding in my hand, I hope you can see, this 1-page marketing plan template that we developed as a part of the CareBuilders program. We'll talk about it here today, but I want you to have a copy of that. It'll be a fillable PDF, so you can just go in there and plug and chug. Keep this thing on your desktop. You know, you're going to be practicing and you're going to be busy, and it's a challenge to be CEO or chief marketing officer on top of that. So let's keep all our complexity. Let's reduce it to simplicity on 1 page, right? So 1 page, how about that? A 1-page business plan, 1-page marketing plan is what you're going to get here today. And then we can talk about the business plan later if you want to. Just my introductory thought to care and the care business, and as it relates to marketing and sales. And that is this, that what a wonderful opportunity, what an amazing gift you have to do well, do really well by doing well, doing good by doing good, doing incredible by serving at an incredible level. There's no better way really to live your life, I think, than to serve and care and build an enterprise like this that is a machine for being, love and care and service for those in need and for our fellow citizens. So that's an incredible opportunity. Don't minimize that. Recognize the blessing of that, I think. And the other thing is, from a marketing and sales perspective, you're going to get all sorts of advice and counsel and consultants coming at you from every which way, but they better be really special and have a thought to curate this for care, because as a doctor and as anyone who takes it on themselves to takes that mantle on to care, to love, to serve. For instance, us, we go into people's home. I mean, the trust factor has to be huge. Trust is everything for me. It's the coin of the realm, and as I assume it will be for you as well. So we're not selling hamburger. We're not selling toothbrushes. And what I'm saying is there's a high standard, a high bar for the level of refinement of our marketing and our sales. There's all sorts of different strategies and tactics and techniques out there in the world, of course, but you are in charge of this operation, and you want to make sure and hold a very high standard that messaging, those tactics, techniques, and strategies need to all run through the lens of you in protecting that that mantle of trust and protecting sort of, you know, your clients, your consumers, and the people that will come into your funnel over time. So it's a high burden, but let's refine it and let's be great and curate your marketing and messaging for the care space, right? And also just founding. You have a great opportunity here. So don't take that lightly. We just have a few opportunities in the span of a lifetime to found a company, to found an enterprise, to launch something that can be generational, that can last for 100+ years and impact thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of lives, millions of lives, maybe, right, over time. The numbers add up and they compound, and you've got a great opportunity for impact here. And I know you know that. And I know you're very special people that are on a journey to do that because you've already proved that. So I just want to affirm that and encourage you in what you're doing. And let's make the most out of the founding opportunity. I would say this first and foremost, just a couple of tidbits before we get into any marketing talk for business. I can't help but say this as a business, as a business coach, business builder. First, get clear, get clarity. What do I mean when I say that? Just let's align with our purpose, right? Purpose is key. You can see that purpose is key. It's critical. That why are we doing this? And then what are we going to do and what are we not going to do? One of the great management consultants of all time, maybe the greatest, Peter Drucker, said, you need a to-do list, but you also need a stop doing list. So as you make these decisions about where you're headed with your enterprise, with your business, with your practice, with your marketing, with your sales, we have to make a lot of decisions about what we're not going to do, who we are not, so that we can refine and define who we are. And then I think effectiveness, just from my own personal perspective, effectiveness in care and in the care industry and practices is really from the inside out. So we have a heart's desire, an inside drive that's leading us to do what we're doing. And our business will prosper and be wonderful if we'll build from the inside out. What do I mean exactly by that? Well, from a marketing and sales perspective, we're not here looking for a specific, underserved market. Let's go dive into that market because there's a quick buck to be turned or something like that. No, not at all. What I'm suggesting is build your business from the inside out. That's been successful for me for over 2 decades, to build and align everything with that heartfelt desire and purpose and that mission that I've discovered internally. So there's that. The vision that I have inside needs to come out. You're doing this incredible thing, and your messaging, your marketing, and all the way you're going to do it is going to speak a message, and that's going to come from inside of you. The other way in which I mean that is basic blocking and tackling of business. You're going to build a great organization and be great in service, be exceptional in customer service, have great operations and a great organization, hire great people. Simple blocking and tackling. Build a simple process for how you manage the customer experience and do it faithfully and execute on it faithfully. Smile and serve and live it out. If you do that from the inside out, your marketing and sales will largely take care of itself. And so that's sort of rule number 1 for me. That was true for me in business. Being great at the deck plates of what you do operationally will take care of so much. I have a military background. I was fortunate and blessed enough to have an opportunity to serve as an officer in the U.S. Navy and am retired U.S. Navy Reserve. And I had some incredible opportunities to learn there. You'll see some references maybe in this slide decks, but also as we get to know each other to that. But I really believe each one of you can be the special operations of whatever market you serve, wherever you serve, whatever niche you decide you're in. You can truly be elite. And this is one of the key secrets, is clarity. Purpose is critical. One other thing I would recommend is reading a book called Start With Why by Simon Sinek. Incredible book. Most people can tell you what they do and even how they do it, but they can't really effectively explain to you why. So get your why statement down. I told you earlier, my why statement, my purpose, my personal mission statement is 2 words: sharing freedom. And for me, freedom comes, like I said, from my faith and from this incredible wealth of business information and from family and just all of these things in my life that have proven true. So I want to share that with people, and that keeps me on mission. It keeps me excited about every single day. That's the opportunity we have, is to find our purpose, to stay on purpose, and to really be effective. And that's my greatest hope for you. Couldn't go without a couple of words on leadership. Here's the focus I would encourage. Always focus in your hiring and bringing along your team on character first. You can train on everything else. Focus on integrity, values, commitment, consistency. Build a great team and check your ego at the door, right? Everybody take the collar device off their uniform and sit around a round table, not a square table. It's not about hierarchy or ego, because we can solve a lot of problems when nobody cares who gets the credit. Be accountable and have a selfless mentality, and bring along your people, mentor them, and develop your wonderful people. They're your greatest asset. All right, marketing. Let's move into it. Just have a few minutes here. So I want to give you this sort of intro quickly on some more marketing details. All of this is relevant to marketing that we've talked about, but right now, just with the time we have, I want to talk basically about a marketing plan. And again, I can send you that marketing template, and I'll show you my cell phone here in a little bit. Again, you can text me to get this marketing template. So if you don't want to take notes, you can just fill in the PDF. If you want to take notes, here we go. But that marketing plan, you need some objectives. So you're not going to get very far if you don't have a goal. So your goals and your objectives have to get set. They have to get smart real quick, right? So we're going to build some strategic objectives on there. Some revenue goals. You got to have numbers to shoot for on a monthly basis, a quarterly basis, and an annual basis. And then to get to this strategic objective and an associated number, you're going to want to have these waypoints to track your way there, ways to check yourself along the path. How do we know we get there? Well, we hit certain key performance indicators, or KPIs. So we need marketing KPIs. And we're going to develop those as a part of your marketing plan. And then a budget. So you got to have a budget for your marketing plan. One of the most critical things you can do, and you've got to do, is develop your avatar, or your target profile, your hero customer, if you will. The truth is that great businesses are focused, obsessively focused on the picture of the person who is the buyer, the consumer, and they're constantly thinking about how to get to them and help them and serve them more. And you can do that by, you want it as detailed as you can get it. Okay. Give them a name. It's Susie or Joey, and they live in such neighborhood or in such town. They fit into this age paradigm or this demographic or this income level. Their likes and dislikes. What kind of cars do they drive? What sport teams do they love? What are things they don't like? Where do their kids go to school? Refine the picture, dial it in, and get focused. There's an old saying in marksmanship is aim small and miss small. So when we're shooting, we got to aim at a tighter target, a more refined target with more clarity. And then we have a much greater likelihood to hit closer to the bullseye, right? So refine your avatar, your customer that you really want to serve. And then also got to refine and define your niche. So some of you have a great idea of this. Some of you really don't know. Maybe you're just planning on being a generalist or what have you, but there may be wonderful ways. I know there are wonderful ways to develop a specific niche for your practice. And once you've kind of honed in on what that might be, you really want to package that in just some words and then stick to it. This is your niche. And then you want an elevator pitch, right? You want a simple elevator pitch, because the fact is you're going to market, you're going to talk to a lot of people just running around in life, and they're going to ask you what you do all the time. And if you can just help them with something specific that will be a hook in their mind, right? Maybe it'll just worm in there and sit for a while, and they'll remember it, and they remember you, and then they come back. That'd be great. And that happens with an elevator pitch, an elevator sentence that's well crafted. Keep it simple. I'll give you just an example. It's, I solve this problem, insert the problem here, for blank, for these people. I solve these problems for these people. And that's a great way when someone asks you, it's very simple and it goes right to the point. In your marketing plan, you're also going to want to build a customer advocacy plan as you move through the relationship. You've got to define that and understand how you're going to enable and empower that to happen. Your customers can become real fans and real ambassadors, and be your greatest form of marketing, I promise. You're going to need a digital marketing plan, because we're talking about search engine optimization, website, email marketing, social media management, blogs, podcasts, these sorts of things. Got to have a plan for that, for ads, promotions, for campaigns, seasonal campaigns. You're going to want to build a Dream 100 strategic relationship list, strategic allies, right? This is some of the greatest marketing that you can get into. Guerrilla marketing. That's what I'm talking about. Guerrilla marketing. J. Conrad Levinson said, guerrilla marketing involves recognizing the myriad opportunities out there and exploiting every one of them. When you get into this portion of your plan, build those strategic allies, really some great guerrilla stuff is going to come out. You're going to have a community integration piece in your plan. How can you get integrated into the community that you live in? What are some of the collaborations you can do, local sponsorships, etc.? But I love guerrilla marketing, and that really comes out of my experience in the military, and it's been a critical driver for us. And I just consider myself I'm always a full-time guerrilla marketer. And in fact, it's informed my mindset. This is the way we think about it, and I might encourage you the same. And there might be other people telling you other things that you can just have another. I mean, you're going to have so much going on, right? You're going to have people who run your business and people who run your marketing, but you're really responsible and you own it all. You're really CEO and CMO, Chief Marketing Officer. That's what I would encourage. You'll get better results that way. We never outsource marketing fully. We always own our marketing and drive it internally. I have to be a great marketer if I want my business to succeed. Nobody loves it like I do. Nobody loves my customers like me. And nobody will be as responsible or as accountable as me. Now, I always bring along and develop partners, digital marketing firms, direct marketing, all your partners and vendors. Yeah, make them great, hold them accountable, partner with them, but always be learning and always be responsible. Now, let's talk just a little bit about what marketing is. It's this funnel. You're building one giant funnel. And you can see here, this is a digital infographic for digital marketing, but I'm just using it here for general purposes. Use the acronym RACE: reach, act, convert, and engage. So at the top of the funnel, you're trying to get people, real buyers, real consumers, people to be interested, to know about you. So they're in exploration stage. You need to publish and promote and be out there and find ways to be with influencers and be in network and draw people in. And in the next stage, they're into decision-making, the buyer, and you're going to be worth it. You're going to be providing great content, inspiration and relevancy, and you're going to call them to action. CTAs, calls to action, in some form or fashion, so that you can create conversions, and you're going to have purchases and customers. They're going to cross over that Rubicon of trust, and they're in your family, right? And then there's engagement at the end, and you're going to have this back and forth engagement, and then hopefully it just keeps coming, and you have a lifetime of customer engagement with them, and it goes round and round. You can see it the same way in this other infographic here on the north-south: customer interactions and value versus time. On the east-west axis here, you can see same thing: reach at that front end, Action is what you're trying to drive to get to that first purchase. Conversion, right? To get a repeat customer, you're building, getting a lot of action from them, and then transaction. And then you move them into that continuing engagement of they're a loyal customer. Don't let them be a lapsed customer. If they do become a lapsed customer, have a system and process for bringing them back into the funnel, right? And so this kind of gives you an idea of what we're doing in just a picture. That's what's happening in your marketing and sales. And we've talked about the marketing plan. I've got that. Again, hero customer, your niche, how to make your customers fans, fanatics for you, how to build strategically with your allies in sort of the ecosystem that you need to be successful in, how to integrate in the community, do guerrilla marketing, build your ads, your promotions, and your seasonal campaigns, and stay aligned and focused with that strategic objective and your revenue goals and KPIs. That's where we're headed with your marketing plan. And it's going to be great. In summary, the key tactics that you need just to take away, know your buyer, your consumer, who you want to do business with, who you want to work with, know them backwards and forwards, right? Be unique. Don't flow with everybody else. Look at what's out there in your space and understand where the red ocean is, where you've got people just crawling all over each other. In the red ocean, there's a great book, Blue Ocean Strategy. And in the red ocean, everybody's competing and it's just a bloodletting. And you want to find the blue water, the blue ocean, where there's less competition and you can become unique, right? And have a unique selling proposition. And then understand that funnel and have the funnel for yourself. Begin to dream today about what that funnel looks like for your personal vision of this practice that you're building. And then invest in a great customer relationship management software, or CRM. And I'm sure you're probably way ahead of me on a lot of these things. And you've probably already got people who are talking to you about this. You may already have one picked out. I'm just emphasizing that make a great choice first, and so you can stick there. It's a big process change if you have to switch multiple times, and it can be a super, super tool. It's one of the greatest tools you'll have. And you need a really great tool because you're going to build a big pipeline here, and you're going to do a lot of great work, and it's got to be managed through a great CRM. So don't undervalue that. And then finally, again, it really all comes back, in my view, to your taking responsibility and thinking with a mindset of a carepreneur, of an entrepreneur, of a business owner and builder. I know you've spent a lot of incredible time building up your practice from a professional expertise level. You're educated beyond most by far, and you've spent so much time and energy, and that is to be applauded 100%. I'm so thankful and grateful for that, and that's wonderful. But recognize that the more you can dive in and the more you can own the business building and marketing and sales side, that really is what is the magic to scaling out and to serving the people that you wanted to serve to begin with. So your business building and marketing and sales are the next key to taking all that you've learned and all that you're doing and making it really improve people's lives in a big, big way. So with that, I just want to remind you, you can text your name and your email to me. You should put a referral in there to Biz201. Text me your name and email and Biz201 to 972-742-9688. And we'll be connected, and I'll send you that free one-page marketing plan template. And guys, it's been awesome. Thank you so much for having me here, and best wishes, and God bless.